recruitment agencies that specialize in RPO or recruitment process outsourcing. But why are they choosing this? Let's look at the main reasons. First of all, the global RPO market is booming and it is projected to grow to 14.4 billion by the year 2028 because companies seek cost-effective and specialized solutions. European agencies offer access to very niche talent pools, particularly in tech and engineering. Also, they provide significant cost savings, up to 40% compared to US options. That's a lot of savings. And at the same time, they will ensure compliance with complex international laws. With remote work on the rise, over half of the US businesses are hiring global talent, and European RPOs are stepping up. They are offering expertise and flexibility at the same time. So, by outsourcing recruitment overseas, US companies can fill very critical roles, they can manage compliance, and they can stay competitive in a very, very globalized market. It is smart move for today's interconnected world. If we move forward, I want to explain a lot more in detail about what we know you're interested in: cost savings. So in the US, companies usually pay a success fee of 15 to 25% of a candidate's yearly salary when they're using these traditional hiring models with other recruitment agencies. For example, hiring a middle SAP consultant in the US with an average salary, getting the salary reference from Glassdoor, let's say, of 100,000 will cost the company from 15,000 to $25,000 in recruitment agency. This is too much. But with an European RPO model, companies can pay as little as 3,500 per month. Only this. And this is for the full recruitment services. No extra payments for each hire. And if they're hiring for multiple positions at the same time, then they can save up to 10 times compared to using the traditional hiring methods. For US companies expanding into to the European labor market, local knowledge is very important. And who has this? European agencies. They know the local job market, the hiring rules, the languages, and the culture. And the local networks that European agencies have will help find better and faster the talent. And it will make it easier for the US companies to grow internationally. If we move forward, more reasons, of course. I love to give you arguments and facts and data. So, we also know that European RPO agencies don't just fill one job at a time like the traditional recruiters. They plan ahead, they have very, very organized planning and structures, and they build long-term talent pools. And this will help you as companies stay ready for hiring needs instead of having to rush every time to fill positions at the last minute. If we move forward, we also know that RPO services are very flexible. If a company needs to hire a lot of people quickly or adjust their hiring for a specific or special project, then the agency needs to be very flexible and needs to adapt to the context. So the flexibility is harder to find when you have strict and rigid traditional hiring methods. European agencies have the advantage of the time zones overlap with the US team, which means they do things ahead just because their time zone is ahead of the US time zone. This means that better communication and faster responses because in Europe you start working earlier than in the US because of the simple thing, the time zone. This will also help keep the hiring processes moving smoothly. In other words, all the job is done when the US team is still off. And if we summarize everything, European RPO agencies, they're not limited to one country, but a whole region. So you can stay up to date with the global hiring trends. The global networks in Europe are very interconnected. And in Europe, you also focus on data driven hiring, improving a company's reputation as an employer. We always have that in mind, employer branding, and also making the candidate's experience better, which is very important to stay competitive in today's job market. Everyone wants to hire the same talent, so you always need to stay ahead as much as you can. With the cost savings, the local knowledge, the proactive recruitment, the flexibility, the efficiency, it's easier to see why US companies are choosing European RPO agencies to meet their hiring needs. If you want to know more, then you should partner with an European RPO agency today for a smarter recruitment and global growth. For more information, remember to visit us at www.talenttouch.com. See you in our next video and bye bye.